Alright, so the Apple event just ended, like not maybe 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, and I'm just gonna give quick overview of my thoughts. Cause boy, this one a banger. So, first and probably least important on the list, but most important to me, AirPods. Apple has announced AirPods Pro 3. Also, if I'm sorry I didn't say welcome to the video, welcome to the video. Apple's announced AirPods Pro 3. I don't really notice much of a difference here. Like, AirPods Pro 2 are amazing. I love them. And I still use them, even with an Android phone. Like, it works, it's fine. Sure, there's no, like, support, which is actually what people want, Tim Cook. Like, why are you not adding Android support? Because as soon as someone switches out of your ecosystem to one singular phone, they can still use them on their Mac, but it's so difficult to switch back. Not gonna get into that. I think the most important thing that Apple needs to do is add support to Android for AirPods, but we can talk about that later. So AirPods Pro 3 has introduced live translation, which I think, if you've tested it correctly, they say it's powered by Apple Intelligence. I think it would be okay. And I feel like proof of concept is there, but I still probably wouldn't trust it for like the example they gave was a business meeting. I would not trust that. Also, more tips, like tons of more tips, and they've added a little bit of foam in the tips. I think that's a really good improvement because having the rubber tips, like yanking them off to switch it and like tearing them, like you can't put them back on once they're off. I think that's such a great improvement to add. All this new sound stuff, like they don't really say like, oh, more of this, or like expanded waveform audio silica gel chip thing. Like it's just like a bunch of talk to talk it up a little bit, you know? But overall, not much has changed. But I think that for the price that they're offering, it's a pretty good deal, honestly. I would do it. Apple Watch. Yeah, so I don't really care much. I don't wear an Apple Watch. I wear a Fitbit because it's cheap, it's nice, doesn't really distract me that much. Also is bugged out a lot. For those of you who do wear Apple Watches, here's what you need to know. A couple new types of Apple Watch. You got the new Apple Watch Ultra, which starts at $799, which is crazy. That's almost the price of an old iPhone 14. What the heck? New Apple Watch 11, Series 11. It's like a little bit thinner than the Series 10. I was watching the keynote and like on somebody's wrist, I was like, wait, that's actually kind of thin. I'm a little curious. But yeah, it's way too expensive. But Apple Watch FE or SE, whichever it is, I think this is where it really shines out. $249. That's crazy. That's such a good deal for an Apple Watch. If you want a good Apple Watch, check that out. Brand new, by the way, on Apple.com. $249. That's probably like the lowest price they have on their website for anything. I think that's a great deal. New improvement for the Apple Watch. Other than that, there are just a couple new bands, like new software stuff, which is all in like iOS 26. Not really a whole lot new, but you know, it's an Apple Watch. What do you really need to improve? All right, onto the phones. This is the part I'm most excited for. iPhone 17 base model. Spot the difference. If you're saying, wait, there's no difference, you're right. Apple has allegedly added a little bit bigger screen. A17 chip. That's probably the only improvement that actually matters. What else is there? Okay, I'm joking. Besides the fact that they're very, very similar, there is one more thing that I think we should talk about that is actually kind of important. Apple has turned their round selfie camera into a square one to give you center stage with a better aspect ratio. So you can take horizontal and vertical pictures just with the selfie camera, just with the tap. And they've used AI to make it so that as soon as like the camera senses that somebody else is in the background, it'll automatically zoom out. Now, whether or not this is AI, I don't really know, but I think this is kind of actually a cool improvement that they should do. I didn't know that this was a problem that they were having, that people were dissatisfied with this, but if you can make it better, go for it. I think this is a great improvement. I'm all for it. The colors, they're fine. I like the pink iPhone, so this muted like rose color, not feeling it. We're gonna skip the Air and go to the Pros because I want to talk about the Air a lot. So the Pro phones. If I could sum this up in one word, ugly. Nah, I'm just kidding. I feel like they're okay. Like, I think aesthetically they're displeasing. I love the orange color, though. Like, that's a banger color. And it's all up to preference about what you prefer. Like, do you think this is ugly? Do you think this is not ugly? Actually, let me know. What do you think about the iPhone 17? And there are some pretty significant updates here. So, iPhone 17 Pro, I mean, it's cool. Like, more megapixels. Go read about it. I mean, like, I'm not going to tell you the specs. I might put them on the screen. I don't really know if I can take the time to find them. If you really feel like checking it out, go watch an MKBHD video, they'll explain it. Ceramic Shield 2++, whatever. I don't really understand the point of marketing this because you're gonna put a screen protector on your phone anyway. Like, it's just common sense. Like, even if this is the most durable like screen in the world, you still don't want it to have a drop and then shatter it. Like, you're gonna put a screen protector on it. But more durable screen, as I already mentioned, buying new colors. iOS 26 dropping like next week-ish, so you know, that's fun, I guess. One of the biggest improvements, water vapor chamber. That's just crazy. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically for gaming. Makes you game better and cools it. I think the way they put it actually was cools the new powerful A17 Bionic chip. It's just basically something they add for like better gaming, which I think actually that's nice. Good job, Apple. You've done some real improvement. Those are the Pro phones. If you want like an actual spec sheet of like what is actually new compared to the iPhone 16, you're looking in the wrong spot, buddy. Let's move on to the Air. So, earlier this year, Samsung released the Galaxy S25 Edge. Thin phone. Flagship thin phone. Apple released the iPhone 16e. Cheap phone. Single camera. Cheap phone. What do you get when you combine those two phones? Thin phone. Flagship thin phone. One camera. Flagship thin phone. But has MagSafe, actually. And they released a new Apple MagSafe product. I think that is actually pretty cool that they would do that. iPhone 17 Air. What do you need to know about it? It's thin. Like, this is the product shot that they have for it. I think they did a lot better job marketing this than Samsung. Like, when you look at the Samsung phone, you're like, is that really that thin? I think balancing it on the tip of a finger, like, that's good product. Like, then you know it's thin. This button, is that a button on the side? I can't tell if that's a button or a speaker. If that's camera control, why did you add that, Apple? Nobody's going to be using camera control on their phone that's like that thin. Like, what? I don't know. I'll put it on screen in case you're curious. But yeah, it starts at, I think, $1,300 or $1,200. Actually, here are all the starting prices for phones. Yeah, these are kind of insane. I think that for a super ultra thin phone that Apple is promising all-day battery life with brand new battery-saving technology, so like 4 hours, I feel like, yeah, it's okay. All I'm hoping is that we don't have another iPhone 12 mini situation where Apple took the size and sacrificed the battery. Now, obviously, the iPhone 13 mini improved this, and maybe the iPhone 18 Air, I know that's thinking way far ahead, might improve this. And hey, it might even have good battery life. I don't really know. I'd love to get hands-on time with some of these phones, like go to a Best Buy and try it. Let me know if you guys want to see hands-on with these phones. That'd be actually fun to do, so let me know. Also, while you're down there, make sure to subscribe and like the video, you know, because you want to support your boy. I think that those are probably all the main updates that we're going to talk about right now. I'll probably do like a more in-depth review of like specific phones like the Air. Like I said, I want to get some hands-on time with that. We'll see what happens, but yeah. That's your do-it-yourself Linus Erics TV like overview of the Apple event. So if you want to go watch a more detailed overview, go do it somewhere else. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Catch you in the next one.